All right, let's get back to our question. We know that the majority of Americans are in favor of expanded airstrikes, including into Syria, against ISIL because ISIL is such a threat. Well, how is that consistent with their desire not to have boots on the ground? I mean, if ISIS is such a threat,
first of all,
if ISIS is such a threat that it can justify airstrikes, and if airstrikes aren't doing the job, which would indicate they're actually more of a threat than we presume, right? Because they're stronger. You don't follow what I'm saying?
well, I mean, you're saying like you just let me know how much you want to load on before you want me to respond,
All right, I will continue.
and I will respond to what parts make
then
sense.
why wouldn't you support boots on the ground,
Well,
Michael?
first of all, no boots on the ground. That phrase is a bullshit phrase. There already are people on the ground.
Those
there.
are sneakers.
That's a complete.
No, we're talking troops, massive amounts of troops.
But they are on the ground. So that's
Well, wait a second. No.
That's a
Rotational
disingenuous
troops.
statement from the
Rotational
president. That's
Rotational troops.
disingenuous. There are
Rotational troops.
Okay, and you're asking why in polling people would support airstrikes and not troops? That's pretty obvious because they have been convinced enough that it's a threat to take some sort of action, and if you could take action without compromising the safety of American troops, then obviously that's what they would pick. I mean, that's not that complicated.
No. But wait a second. What? The only reason why you would need rotational troops?
But I
Excuse me.
Your question. I
Well,
answered your question.
Yes.
What's your question to me?
Yes, and 70% of Americans thought that Saddam Hussein
Sure.
had 9/11.
Sure.
But I'm
So-
saying, all right,
but-
so now I pose it to you.
I don't support troops on the ground.
Do you support expanded airstrikes?
I support doing exactly what we've been doing, which is
So no
minimal
strikes in
airstrikes.
Syria.
I don't think we should strike Syria,
And
I
no-
never said that.
And
I absolutely never said that. All I've said, and I'll be really clear, is that the difference with ISIS is that in some ways this is more analogous to, look, if somebody in 1998 or 1999 who was a rational, calm, non-warmongering person could still say there are some groups in Afghanistan, the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, they're doing some things. They actually do pose some sort of threat. We do actually need to think about it. Doesn't mean invade Afghanistan. It doesn't mean do something.
well, we were doing stuff. We
were
were
doing some stuff. Absolutely. ISIS, that is more the analogy now. So even if there's been a bunch of fear-mongering and bullshit over the last 10 years or however many years it's been since September 11th, ISIS is more analogous to that in the sense that it is a different type. It's both a humanitarian threat in the Middle East, which is really serious, and I'm not willing to completely overlook at all, like even the situation with the Yazidis. And it does threaten security in that region in ways that actually could have much bigger reverberations and consequences. And if they're allowed to operate the way they're operating with complete impunity, it could, yes, in the long-term future, have some type of consequences here. That is possible. So all I'm saying
And there
is
is Michael
really, really
running
simple.
for Congress. In what district will you run?
I was thinking, I don't know. I might probably go back to Mass maybe at some point. I don't know.
Right.
I'm shopping around. No, but that's just reality.
Don't worry, this is in the members show. So
That's-
unless anybody's a member, the press would have to go back deep into the archives
to see that I'm
see this.
right.
But you should make sure that you tag
But I
today's
think going-
episode with Michael speaks.
But going
gives
into Syria,
vague
doesn't.
support for.
Going into Syria is stupid because it's totally different to support the Kurds who already have a coherent, strong fighting force who actually are working in somewhat in concert with Iraqi unity versus going back into Syria, which we have not had any type of coherent strategy
Everything
on
I
to
read
begin with.
still suggests that the Sunnis are far more afraid of the Shia-controlled Iraqi government.
The Shia-controlled Iraqi government under Maliki was horrible.
Well, but not just under Maliki, because when they have, according to Coburn's latest, when they have actually taken back some territory from ISIS, they have gone in and
they're doing
slaughtered Sunnis.
Definitely. I have no doubt about that. That's happening. It's horrible.
Well, but my point is that
So
I don't think there is going to be a unified Iraq.
That may or may not be the case, but a scenario where one group is moving through like a Khmer Rouge type organization and brutally ethnically cleansing it is not the answer that you want. And it's worth doing something about for a number of reasons. And that's pretty obvious.
Maybe the Sunni needs to,
And they're not, and also the ISIS is not the Sunni. ISIS has slaughtered many Sunnis as well.
That is also true.
And the reason that there is any support for them within the Sunni community at all is because
they fear the Shia more.
They fear the specifically. And why are the Shia? Because they're getting revenge for how Saddam treated them. And at some point, the cycle needs to stop.
Right. Well, I think the less involvement we have,
I think that is broadly true, but I think that this situation actually and this situation is definitely distinct, and I don't think that going into Syria, I don't think is smart at all, because I think that would benefit Assad, and I think we don't know who the so-called moderates are, but we do know who the Kurds are, and we do know who other forces are. And you can make these distinctions. And I know that you supported what we did a couple of weeks ago to protect the Yazidis.
I think if there's an imminent genocide, definitely.